welcome back to my channel, Sas here. I'm here to do another review of 90 Day Fiance. Or I would like to call this episode a bag of crazy. And I ain't never seen so much crying, snot flying, storming off, on the ground crying. Child, let's get into it. Let's talk about Tanya and St. John first. Okay. As we know, Tanya, she's over in Costa Rica. And it's about time for her to come home. But before she do, she need to have a little fun. Okay, at the local hut. Okay, she's out there hanging out with the friends that she done met at this witch doctor retreat. Okay, she's up there dancing with the salsa instructor. Okay, she said ain't nothing wrong with being a little flirty. You can look, but you can't touch. Okay, she's getting a little tipsy with it. All right. Now, meanwhile, St. John is back home licking his wounds. He don't know what to do. Okay, he misses her. He wants her home. He don't understand why he sent her a text. She don't respond. He don't understand why he tries to go FaceTime. She don't answer. What she told you, St. John, she has class. Okay? She got work to do. She's at the witch doctor school. So she can better you two's future. So St. John, he tired of mowing grass. He tired of Mama Tanya. So he goes to see the sister and her husband and the little baby. So he goes over there. He's just expressing to them how much he misses her. Okay? He's here by himself. He don't have any friends. He misses his woman. And every time he tries to get in contact with her, he can't. Alright? So then he pops a question to the sister. He says, have she ever cheated? So the sister was like, not that I know of. I mean, I know she been cheated on, but I've never known her to cheat. Why are you asking this? Are you asking this because she down there and she ain't responded to your texts or your phone calls? And he was like, well, you know, she's out there, she's having fun. You know, I can't get a hold to her, you know, a long periods of time. I just want to know what's going on and why she is not responding to me. Now, the sister and the brother-in-law was like, listen, okay, my sister is a hot mess, all right? She can at least communicate with St. John. I mean, it's basic communication skills. You mean to tell me she can't send a text? How long does a text take to send? 5 seconds. Honey, she can't do that. She's too busy in class. So, St. John, he calls Tanya, all right? So Tanya, you know, she walks about 2 miles down the road from the neighborhood hut that she was in. Did y'all see how far? I was like, why she walk so far? Because it was so loud, she didn't want to hear St. John hear all of the good times. Meanwhile, he up in that shed. Okay, so St. John, he FaceTimes her. He was like, I've been trying to reach you. Okay, I've been texting. I've been calling. You have not responded. And so here's Tanya. Tanya says, look, you don't have to keep tabs on me all the time. I'm fine. I'm grown. I know how to get home. I'm good. I will be home soon. Everything's fine. I am out here with my newfound friends. We're having some drinks. I'm doing some dancing. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Okay? Quit calling me. Quit texting me. So St. John was like, how is it that you can do all these things? You're going home drunk. I just want to know that you're safe when you get home. That's all I want. Can you just send me a text? That's all you got to do. Here's Tanya, if I remember. Tanya says it's hard to send a text. It's hard to let St. John know that she made it home safe. It's hard to send a text saying, I'm home, I love you, good night. That's hard to do, especially when you blinded by liquor. So St. John is pissed. Okay, and so she was like, listen, I need to go back to my friends and my salsa instructor. I ain't got time for you. So she got off the phone with St. John. So it's the next day. She wake up to numerous phone calls, numerous texts from St. John. And she says this is getting out of hand. This is just getting on her nerves, okay? This is getting overwhelming. So she called Sinjin and she was like, I'm home. I'm fine. I'm okay. Sinjin is hot. Sinjin said, you didn't even let me know that you made it home safe. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to know that you made it home safe, okay? You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even shoot me a text, okay? And why is it that every time I try to FaceTime you, you don't accept my calls? I'm here. Okay, I'm here in the United States by myself doing what I'm supposed to do. I encourage you to go over there and look at how you treat me. Tanya says that Sinjin is acting more like a father than a lover. She said, I only have one dad. You are not my father. Quit treating me like that. I'm fine. I'm an adult. And I can't be having you, bombard me with all these texts and these phone calls. Tanya is a whole bag of crazy, ain't she? How hard is it to send Sinjin a text? How hard is it? That's all he's asking for. I would do the same. If I went over to another country and my man left me for 30 days, I want to try to reach him. He's lonely. But Tanya don't see that. And you see him as being a father figure and just throwing things down her face. Tanya sees him as being a father figure and overprotective. That's how she sees that. Now, I would be curious how it would be if Sinjin was there and he met up with some friends and he went dancing with a girl. He come home drunk to that shed. What would her reaction be? Would she be cool with it? I think not. What do y'all think about Sinjin and Tanya? Let's move on. Now, let's get this out the way. Child, let's get this out the way real quick. Jasmine. So we have Jasmine. She's in her bedroom. As y'all know, Jasmine is living with Blake's parents. So Jasmine, she's getting her little room situated. She's folding up the clothes, and Mama Blake comes in and says, hey girl, won't you come out here and help me cook? And so Jasmine was like, I guess, okay. I'm really trying to fold up this shirt, but I guess I go in this hot kitchen. She says that she eats fitness food. She only eats healthy food. She says that she eats unseasoned food. That's what she said. Now, why did she have to throw in the unseasoned part? She said she don't eat seasoned food. Honey, we can tell that, child. Jasmine, you didn't have to let us know that. We can tell that you ain't eat no type of seasoning, no way. So she goes out there and the mama was like, listen, I'm going to need for you to de-shell these shrimp. I'm going to need for you to cut up this onion and other random vegetables. Honey, Jasmine complained about that. She was like, oh God, I never did this before. Oh, it got slippery. Oh no, I can't cut onions. They make me cry. They make me cry. Look at my porcelain skin. I can't have tears roll down this non-emotional face. I can't have that. See, if I cut onions, that would make me cry. There would be tears on this porcelain skin. I can't show no type of emotion. See, I'm emotionless. A tear proves that I have feelings. I can't have that. So she sat down, cutting up these random vegetables, and so the mama is like, okay, well, I'm just going to break it down for you. What are you going to do for a job? You need to work. And so she says, well, I can't work for a long time, but I can do some social media gigs. So the mama's like, what's that mean? She was like, well, I can pose and take pictures and companies will like them and companies will pay me to post pictures on Instagram, social media. And so mama was like, oh, so they pay you for that? And she was like, yeah, I've done that before. So she could be an Instagram model. Okay. And so the mama was like, okay, well, that's all good. Okay. Because you need some money coming in. Here in the United States, we got bills. Okay. Now, my son working. Because, you know, he's a big-time producer. You need a job. Okay. So then she brings up the wedding. And so Jasmine says that, you know, just a little small wedding. She already got her wedding dress. It's just a little small white cocktail dress. You know, she was thinking it's just going to be her and, you know, Blake. You know, just something small, you know, intimate, okay? And so Mama Blake was like, now listen, okay, here in the United States, usually the bride's parents pay for the wedding, okay? The groom's family pays for the rehearsal dinner. That's what we do down here. Bottom line is, we ain't paying for this wedding. And so Jasmine was like, oh, well, I never really thought about it like that. You know, if I go to my parents and say, you need to pay for this wedding, they're not going to like that, okay? Bottom line is, Jasmine said she ain't asking her parents for nothing. They probably ain't going to pay for the wedding. Jasmine was tired of the shrimp. Jasmine was tired of the onions. The Mama Blake was trying to get Jasmine to taste some of that seasoned, delicious food. Y'all know that food was good. This was Jasmine. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Stop it. Stop it. Mama Blake, I don't want none of that delicious, seasoned, good food. I said no. She said, I'm going back in my room and fold up a shirt. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I done did my little chopping. Jasmine's a mess. Why did they show them this episode? That was so silly, showing them all of 5 minutes. Let's move on. Let's talk about Angela and Michael. For the life of me, I don't understand why Michael's friend called this trashy. I really don't understand why Michael's friend called this trashy. I mean, look at her. Stunning. Y'all, what's going on with her chest? Her whole chest looked like Etch a Sketch. I was like, what is that? What is that? But then I thought, okay, she must have went in for some type of medical procedure, because, you know, she's trying to turn back time. Okay, she's trying to be young again. She got the Botox in the face, ain't helping. Okay, so now she's doing something to her chest. Honey, let me tell you something, Angela. I don't care how much laser treatment. I don't care how much Botox. I don't care how much carving you doing to your chest. You got a 135-year-old chest burnt to hell because you've been laying out in the sun and underneath fluorescent lights in the tanning bed for 85 years. Okay? You got wrinkles all up on your chest, embedded. Ain't nothing gonna help that, honey. Your whole chest look like old luggage. Get over it. Okay? You're not gonna be young enough to carry a child. It just ain't possible. Okay? It's not possible. So, we have Angela. As we know, Michael got denied. Okay, so she goes over and sees her lawyer. And the lawyer was like, listen, the denial process is hard, okay? We got to go for an appeal. That's what we got to do, all right? The chances aren't good, but this is what we can do, all right? And still, it's going to take 6 more months, all right, just to do the appeal. Or you can go down there in Nigeria, you can get married, and the process, you have to do it all over again. Okay? It's just a long process. Okay, here's Angela. I just can't believe this. Okay? I pay my taxes. I'm a citizen of this United States. If I want to get married to a Nigerian, I should be able to get married to a Nigerian. She says, there is no way I am going to get married in Nigeria. There is no way, okay? Now, we had that little special ceremony for his mom, and I would like for my mom to see me get married. I would like for my family, for my friends to see me get married, okay? Here in the United States of America. She says, I'm not going to do it. I I am not getting married in Nigeria. Okay, so she's up in her house, honey. She can't find her passport. All right, there is no way you can tell me that woman don't smell. She smells. She smells underneath her fingernails. She smells of Marlboro Reds in a box. She just smell of, oof. Anyway, so they find a passport. Her sister, all them grandbabies jump in the car. They're hightailing it to the airport. Okay, and she gets to the airport on time to catch her flight. This is my thing. Okay, how is it that you can just drop everything in your life, okay, and jump on a plane to Nigeria and stay for 2 weeks? How can you do that? You got money like that, Angela, that you could just drop everything? You could just walk into your job and say, look, I need 2 weeks off. Just like that. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, Michael is talking to some immigration woman. All right, immigration woman says, look, you got denied. Okay, he don't understand how he got denied. She said, bottom line is, you got denied. Okay, you know, you can do the appeals process, but that's going to take some time. The only thing I can suggest to you is to get married in Nigeria. Well, Michael knows Angela is against that. He says, well, my girlfriend is, you know, she's stubborn. She's a bull, honey. She ain't going to let that idea go. Honey, you might as well let it go. All right. She's not going to go with that idea. She does not want to get married in Nigeria. She wants to get married in the United States. But maybe, just maybe, I can try to convince her to get married here, okay? We got to get this visa situated, all right? I want to be a U.S. citizen. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Emily and Sasha. Child. They haven't even been there a week, and they have already worn out their welcome, honey. Betsy ain't having it. She don't like Sasha. All right. She thinks that Sasha is changing her sister. She thinks that Sasha is using Emily. Okay, listen. Emily has already told Sasha, all right, whatever you do, don't bring up your exes, your baby mamas, none of the bull. Don't bring it up, okay? Don't ask it, don't tell it. That's what you do. Well, Sasha, he's sitting there with Betsy and that mom, and they start pouring wine. When you already have tension, you don't bring alcohol into the scenario. You drink water. You got to have a clear head so you can speak a clear tongue. That's what you do. You don't put alcohol on it, because once you do, oh, it's a wrap. People start talking, and they start telling you how they really feel about you. And honey, that's what Betsy did. Betsy don't like Sasha. All right? And Sasha knows it. Sasha sat there and said she don't like me. Sasha brought up the exes, the fiancés, the baby mamas, the babies. Okay, Betsy was like, listen, do your family like my sister? Okay, and Sasha was like, they love her. Okay, Betsy was like, why? Because she's American. And so he was like, no. Okay, they like her because of her. They really like Emily. They like Emily better than any of my other exes. Pow! There it is. I'm like, Sasha, honey, didn't Emily tell you don't bring that up? Okay, here comes the alcohol. And so Betsy was like, oh, really? Exes? Fiancés? And so he was like, yeah, okay. And so she was like, oh, so it didn't work out. And he was like, no. She was like, oh, so how is it that it's going to work out with my sister? And he was like, because Emily is different. Okay? Emily is totally different than my exes. Emily is someone special. I love Emily. I want to be with Emily. Okay? My family loves Emily. Here's Sasha. She don't like me. Mama said, listen, I gotta go check on my 150-pound grandbaby. I ain't got time for this. He needs me, okay? He done asked me what we eat for supper. Betsy, she is grilling Sasha. All right. Who, what, when, where, how. Okay, she's all up in the business. Let's see. So Sasha's like, listen, I'm just here for Emily. I'm just trying to be nice. That's all I'm trying to do. And this sister get on my nerves. So later on, we have the sister babysitting that big baby David, okay? And here they come back from Kroger's, and they had all kinds of groceries, okay? So Sasha has fruit, vegetables, because he's Mr. Fitness. You know, he wants to eat clean. He don't want to eat that, you know, junk, all right? So he tells Betsy, he was like, if I make you a salad, you know, would you eat it? And she was like, of course. Of course I would eat it. So he grabs the trash can. He sets it on top of the counter, and honey, he opens up that cupboard, and he starts throwing away perfectly delicious food. Twizzlers, those little veggie sticks, all kinds of stuff. He just started ding-dongs. He just started throwing them in the trash can. And so Betsy said, I don't know who you think you are. I know you ain't throwing out my food. And he was like, it's trash. Okay, this food is trash. And so Emma was like, Sasha, don't be throwing out that girl's food. It's fine. He was like, it's trash. And so Betsy was like, what are you talking about? Okay, I bought this stuff for Emily. Okay, he was like, Emily don't need to eat this stuff. Okay, she didn't eat like this in Russia, but she up here in the United States and she just eating garbage. Okay, it is garbage. All right, you don't even have to eat that stuff. Okay, I will cook you whatever you want, but you're gonna be eating that trash. Now listen. Okay, he gets upset. Okay, him and Betsy have some words, and here's Emily. Stop it, guys. Y'all stop. Betsy said he gonna come up in here and throw away my good food. I work. See, y'all ain't working. I work. This is my food. This is my house. That's it. We're gonna have to have a conversation. Okay, I'm with Betsy on this. Don't ever come up in my food. Don't ever come up in my house and start throwing away food. On sight. I done worked hard for those veggie sticks, Hostess cupcakes, Twizzlers, or whatever else is in my cabinet. Don't be coming down here throwing away food. You crazy. I would have told him to take his feet upstairs and don't come back downstairs till he give me an apology. And then when he made me that good old salad he was talking about with ranch dressing. That's what you... So, of course, Emily and Betsy, they're talking. Emily was like, listen, okay, we ain't even been here a good week, and here we are arguing and fussing, okay? She was like, what am I to do? And honey, the sister said, well, okay, he up here trying to control you. He's up here telling you what you should and what you should not be eating, okay? And so, here comes Emily, all right? He don't mean anything by it. He's stressed out. It's all out of love. Okay, Dr. Phil. Honey, Betsy said, everyone who's in an unhealthy relationship has says those words. Did y'all see Emily's face? Emily was like, she took one of them hard swallows. And so Emily said, what do you suggest I do? Betsy said, send him back. Send him back. But of course, Emily don't want to do that. She loves this man. This is the father of her child, and she lets Betsy know it's time for us to go. We have overstayed our welcome. It's tension, and you know, he up here throwing away good food. It's time for us to go. And so Betsy was like, okay. Honey, Betsy didn't say, no, I'm sorry. You know, if you want to stay an extra month or something, I'm good. She didn't say none of that. Honey, Betsy said, listen, if you need me, I'm here. But y'all got to go. That is Sasha and Emily. Just boring, y'all. Just boring. Okay? Let's move on. Let's talk about Annie and Robert. All right. Robert's sister, Robin, is coming into town. He's on his way to the airport to pick her up. He says that Robin and Annie has a good relationship. They talk to each other and, you know, they know of each other. So Robin, she shows up and Robin and Robert have a very good brother and sister, relationship. I like Robin. The minute Robin sat in that car, I was like, "Aw!" I really like her. She just had a good spirit behind her. She seems very sweet. She seems very understanding, and I really liked her. And I like the relationship she has with her brother, and I like the relationship that she has, with Annie. And so Robert and Robin are talking, and they're discussing about Annie and the wedding, and all this. So Robert gets her to his house, and honey, Annie was ecstatic. She could not wait to meet Robin, and they hugged, and little Bryson was hugging her. It was just really, really, really cute. So they're all sitting down on the couch, child. All right, and Robin, she just want to know what's going on between Annie and Robert. Okay, she just wants some clarity. All right. So she's just want to know how things are going. Annie was like, it's hard. I'm stuck here. I'm taking care of Bryson. I can't earn any money, to get my hair done, my nails done. That used to be my side gig where I'm from. Maybe I could do a little some, here, but it's still not, what I want to do, okay? And so Robin was like, well, it looks like you got your hair done, your nails done, who doing that? And so she was like, oh, well, I do my own hair, and Robert, he takes care of my nails, okay? He got that covered. And so she was like, oh, okay. Then it got real deep, didn't it? Annie says, your brother has promised me a lot of things. He promised me this. He promised me that. He promised me a 2-bedroom home. I ain't got none of that. You see where we at? And honey, Robert is sitting there, honey, he couldn't say nothing. Because he know he had been telling her that. All right? And honey, when Robin dropped the sentence of the night, she looked right dead at Annie and says, you do know my brother is poor. We do. Let me repeat it again, friends. She says those fatal words. You do know my brother is poor. See, my brother got 5 kids that he got to take care of. That's what he got to do. Okay? My brother ain't got no money. So I don't really know why he promising you all that, when he barely is staying afloat himself. And so here comes Annie. Oh, I know. Annie was like, That's what he told me. So then the conversation leads to sex. All right. And Annie says that she wants it 3 times a day. I guess you do when you ain't working, child. You ain't got nothing else to do. Of course you want it 3 times a day. Who got that much time, child? And so here's Robert. Robert said that ain't happening. Okay. Robert said Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. Only on the weekends, only one time. I mean, that's it. Okay. I'm tired. I'm working. That's what Robert said. Robert is actually complaining about the sex. Robert, you should be happy that somebody wants to have sex with you. That's all I'm saying. You got 5 kids by 4 different women. You living in a 1-bedroom apartment with your son in the same bed. You got lint and other accessories all up in your hair, in that raggedy 1990 ponytail. And you talking about sex. And you complaining about sex. Okay, Robert. So, we have Annie and we have Robin going to look at wedding dresses. I loved everything about this scene. I loved it. I thought it was so sweet and genuine. It really looked genuine. So Annie, she's looking for, wedding dresses, and she was like, my mom's not here. Her mom passed away. Her sister's not here. She has no family. And the only person here for her is Robin. And she really likes Robin. I do too. So they're looking at the wedding dresses, and honey, they start looking at $1,500 dresses, $1,400 dresses, and Robin was like, girl, you better pump your brakes, okay? You on a budget, all right? You can't be looking at these dresses. Don't get your hopes up, okay? Don't pick out a $1,500 dress that you love, and then you can't get it, okay? Start small. What's the budget that my cheap poor brother gave you? So here's Annie. I don't know, maybe $400, but I don't know. I really wasn't paying any attention. Yeah, $400. And Robin was like, you sure, girl? You sure it was $400? And so Annie was like, yeah, $400. So the wedding dress lady, she pulls a couple of dresses in her budget. The first dress was okay. A little big, but you know, Annie said that she wanted something sexy, you know, like a little tight on top, loose at the bottom, you know, like a mermaid dress. All right, it was okay. Okay, just needed to be taken in, you know, just a little bit. So the second dress she comes out with, and she loves it. Okay, it was a cute dress. I think that she could have went up a size. It was a little tight, but it was pretty, and she looked pretty in it. And Robin was like, oh goodness, you look so good in this dress. And Annie, she gets all emotional. She starts crying. She starts talking about how she wishes that her mother could see her in this dress. You know, no one is there. None of her family. Her mama's passed. Her sister's not there. So, you know, she got really emotional. And she says that she appreciates Robin, you know, being there for her, even though, you know, there's no one else. And I think that Robin appreciated, you know, being there. Robin, you know, she had no problem being there. In fact, she liked it. Robin says, look, your mom is looking down on you, and she is looking at you and looking how beautiful you look, and I am happy to be here for you. I like Robin. Robin is a cool chick, ain't she? She is dope. I really liked her. Can we exchange Robin for Robert? Let's just have Robin on the show, child. But anyway, I really liked that part of the show. That was a good moment between Annie and Robin. I really liked it, and it seems very sweet, and I just really enjoyed that. I like seeing a little softer side of Annie. Because I think that's the only time we're going to see that softer side of Annie, child. So anyway, let's move on. Okay? Alright, this is going to be real short and sweet. Let's talk about Mike and Natalie. Mike, he's all confused. He don't understand why Natalie got denied. There must be a bigger reasoning out there. Okay, so now he's done turned into a conspiracy theorist. So he goes to the embassy there in Ukraine, and he just wants answers. So, of course, he goes and he talks to this lady. He comes back and he's like, well, that was no success. Because they say we cannot tell you nothing. The documents have been sealed, confidential. And so he started thinking to himself, now, why in the world is she getting denied? Why in the world are these documents sealed? Is there something she isn't telling me? Now, he's just coming off of this big, huge fight they had about children and religion. Okay? So, he was like, she's not telling me the full story. I think she is, you know, leaving some stuff out. So, they go to a little coffee shop. They go and have some coffee. And so, he just asked her. He says, listen, is there something you ain't telling me? And she was like, what are you talking about? He says, you know, have you applied for this visa before? Have you applied with another man? Have you been to the United States? And honey, if looks could kill, honey, she would have took that hot tea she was drinking and threw it in his face. She was like, no. Okay? I have never filed for a visa. Okay? No. So she gets up and she storms off and she, you know, runs to the bathroom. Honey, everybody up in that restaurant was looking like... So she comes back and he was like, listen, I'm sorry that you're upset. but I need to know the truth, okay? I'm down here trying to, have a relationship with you, all right? Now, there's a reason why your visa got denied. I just don't understand why. And she was like, I don't understand why you don't trust me. Why don't you trust me? Right? And he was like, so you done told me everything. There is nothing you done let that. Okay? No filing of the visa, no other man. You ain't never been in the United States. And she was like, no. All right? Now, she said that. She said no to all the above. So he was like, all right. All right. I just need to know. Okay? I want to know these things. So, they get up and they leave. Now, we seen the preview for next week. And honey, he's packing his bags and he is mad as fire, honey. She done took off that ring, she done threw it, and he was like, you lied to me. So Natalie has been lying. What's Natalie lying about, y'all? Last and certainly least. Now, this is going to take some time, y'all. Y'all like long videos, right? Okay. Now, before I get started on these two imbeciles, okay, let me just say this. I may go in a little bit. My voice may raise a little bit, so I'm just giving you a heads up. Now, let's talk about the bag of crazy that we know translator app and desperation Anna. As we seen last week, translator app broke it to his family that Anna has 3 kids. And honey, his family said, bring your butt home. That's what you do. All right. So, Anna, she is upset, child. Eyes all red. She been crying, snot flying. Honey, translator app, he cried. He is just a hot mess. And here's Anna. She just cannot believe that this man is choosing his family over her. She is saying that he is weak. She is saying that he should fight for their love. She is just in shock. All right. So, honey, that app was in overdrive. What are you going to do? Are we over? You cannot stand up to your family. I cannot believe you are breaking my heart. How are you doing this to me? And then here comes translator app. I know, Anna, I love you. I know, but I have to go. She was like, why do you have to go? Why can't you stand up to your family? He was like, I can't. He says they're very aggressive. He said they're very bad people. He was like, this is my family. I cannot deal. I gotta take my butt home, child. These people don't play. So we have Anna's mother making an appearance. And she brings the boys back. And so Anna, she's sitting on that couch looking all swole. And so she was like, well, translator app, he leaving, y'all. He won't stand up to his family. His family finds out that I have 3 boys. They didn't like it, and they're telling him to return home. And he is agreeing to this. So here's the boys. The boys are just like too through. Okay? I feel bad for her kids. All right? Anna, you did this. You did this. You brought this man into their lives. But we'll get to that later. So the young boy is spitting all kinds of knowledge. He was like, I don't understand. He's a man. Why can't he stay? Okay? Why does he have to go back home? He's supposed to be here with my mom. This is a child talking. Okay? He's not really seeing it. He's not grasping all of it, And then here is Anna's mom. Anna's mom said, you come over here and you break my daughter's heart. And then the mama says, the kids come first. Hold on. I need something for this one. If y'all are new to my channel, this is my stress reliever banana. When I see myself getting, hyped up and I'm about to go in, I have to calm myself down a little bit. Okay. Now, Mama Anna, All right, you come talking about that the kids come first and he ain't thinking about the kids, how this will affect the kids. How about your ratchet daughter? How about your desperate daughter? Okay, she knew that he was keeping her kids a secret from his family. And what did she do? She chose to stay with this man. She wasn't thinking about her kids when she was laying up with him. She wasn't thinking about her kids when she was going through the process of visa. She wasn't thinking about her kids when she brought that man over here. I don't understand how many times I need to say this. She knew all this before she introduced this man to her children. But now you want to take your dollar side, your dollar wrong. All of it. Your daughter is a horrible, horrible woman. And now she's trying to justify it by saying he should stand up to his family. So, everybody is all just in an upset. So, everybody's upset. All right. So, later on, we have Anna. She goes to pick up the oldest son. All right. To break the news to him. All right. So they sitting in the car and she says, listen, we're not getting married. And so he was like, what, you're not getting married? And she was like, no, he told his family about you guys and his family told him to come back home. They don't accept it. And so he's going to leave us and he's going to go back home. And so the son was like, so he's going back to Turkey? And so she was like, yeah. He was like, well, because we know the oldest son don't like translator app. Now, this is where I get upset with Anna. This is why Anna ain't nothing but trash. She's a trash mom. I said it. Okay, so Anna looks at her son and says, I guess you're happy. You got what you want. He's leaving. This is what Anna is saying to her son. So now she's somehow blaming her son for translator app leaving. She's telling her son, trying to make her son feel guilty about this man leaving. Honey, her son put her in her place, didn't he? He looked right dead at her. He said, I told you. He said, I told you before this even happened that this was not a good idea. I told you not to even have this thought, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Okay? You want to make your own way. You want to make your own path. Well, now you sit here crying, looking like a fool. Trying to blame everybody else but yourself. That is exactly what Anna's doing. Exactly. And so she was like, well, I wanted to be happy. What about me? What about me? And he was like, well, you chose that. And look what happened. Yes, Anna, you have a right to be happy. Everyone has a right to be happy. Okay? But you chose to be with a man who could not accept your children. You chose to be with a man who could not accept his family accepting your children. You did this. You are not innocent in this. You are not a victim in this. You did this. You are a horrible, horrible woman. After she done got scolded and schooled and read by her son, we see translator app in the hotel because she done put him up in the hotel. She's done with him. Okay, she's tied up. All right, here's translator app child. He done walked into that hotel with nothing. I'm like, where your luggage? Oh, honey, translator app was up in that hotel, honey, with no dignity, no self-esteem, and no luggage. I'm thinking myself, where your stuff at? Honey, he didn't even have a bag for toiletries. I said, where's your stuff? You're supposed to be departing in 2 days, and she don't want to have nothing to do with it. Where's your luggage at, translator app? See, this is how I know something's going on here. I don't buy it. So, I want y'all to see this. Look at this. If I can find the actual text that she was sending them, I put it on the screen. She was saying stuff like, I can't believe you're not fighting for us. I can't believe that you're leaving. I'm done with you. And so then, here's translate app. No, Anna, no. No, Anna, no. I'm upset. No, Anna, no. So he is saying that as his family, Okay, he cannot go against his family. All right, so he says he wants to see Anna. So Anna FaceTimes him. She says, "What is it? What do you want?" And she was like, "I'm done with you. No more us. You hurt me. You hurt Joey." Well, Joey ain't hurt. Joey happy. What you talking about? You hurt me. And then she says, "I hate you." That whole conversation sounded like two teenagers, didn't it? Just a whole mess. So, translator app is in the hotel with no luggage, and Anna has done told him she's done with him and that she hated him. He's sitting there crying, not flying. She got on big sunglasses. I guess she's been crying. Honey, I can't stand Anna. She is in my top 3 of the worst women in this whole show. I can't stand her. Instead of her taking responsibility for her actions, she's trying to play victim. She's trying to put blame on someone else. She's trying to make her son feel guilty. She's a whole mess, a bag of crazy and desperation. What do y'all think about it? Do you think that she has every right to be upset? Do you think Translator app has every right to be upset? Do you think the children has better sense than the adults? Let's talk about it down below. Y'all know the routine. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until in 2 weeks, because he don't come back till 2 weeks, child, we need a break, child. That's what they said. So he won't be back next week, but he'll be back the week after. And I will see you then. All right, bye, guys.